Man, I'll tell y'all about some shock collars for kids. It's a new invention. See, it helps out a lot. I'm gonna give you a little example. Last week, took my kid into GameStop. He was roaming around. I knew his little ass spotted that PS3 right away. I was like, look, man, see this Nintendo 64 right here? This shit, $75. You can get 10 games, 4 controllers, a memory card, and shit, you might even get her behind the desk. But this shit, too expensive. You ain't getting this.
But daddy, it's a PS3. This shit do backflips. It's got Mario and fucking Grand Theft Auto and fucking everything.
I'm like, look, man, you ain't getting that shit. He's like,
Daddy, free memory card and shit with them fucking...
I don't even give a shit. You ain't getting it. This little motherfucker would not get off that box. I'm telling you. I walked over there to the 64. I picked that bitch up, and I'm like, this what we getting. Put that bitch on the counter. Next thing I knew, this little nigga walked up with a PS3. I'm like, okay. That bitch like going that box real fast. Got up on that shit. I was like, you want that PS3 still? He's like, hell no, this shit bit me, daddy. I'm like, you damn right. Everything's gonna bite your ass if daddy don't want it. So we put that 64 up on that cashier desk, and we walked out with that bitch, and he had fun with it. A couple weeks later, I took that bitch to the shoe store. I was like, I know you remember GameStop. He's like, what you talking about, daddy? I'm like, I know you remember what happened when you picked up that $500 game system. Don't you be picking no expensive shoes. He's like, daddy, I don't want to look cheap. I'm like, man, don't f with me. So we walked down the kid aisle, and I seen them Air Forces. They was like $80. I was like, oh shit. Had the rainbows on them and shit. And I was like, how the hell you gonna match that shit? First of all, anyways, shit caught my eye. Was the Spider-Man shoe lighting up and shit. That's what I had when I was a kid. Shit was hot. Girls was like, damn, things light up and shit was hot. Then that I jet force down up, you know what I'm saying? And anyways, you know his little ass didn't want that. Ain't nobody at school have no cheap ass shoes like that. Well, you know what? That little nigga was getting them shoes. Of course, he walks over to the Reeboks or the Nikes, picked up the box. Daddy, can I get these? I'm like, you really want them? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right. On his ass, he dropped that box so fucking fast. That boy was trying them Spider-Man shoes on about 2 seconds. That nigga loved them lights. He was stomping them bitches with joy. He did not want nothing to do with them $80 shoes. So, to sum all this up, you go get your ass a shock collar. Them kids be on wraps real fast. Gas too expensive for a nigga to be buying $80 shoes. Now wrap it up on your kids. That's the end of my video.